6-0 has been MIA for well over a year. And since it's been a minute, 6-0 broke onto the scene with their highly sought after double black diamond and the ruby, which came shortly after. But with that weight, a new high-end performance paddle from 6-0 is finally here. The new black opal took over 2 years to develop, and I have been playtesting it for the last 3 weeks. But before we jump into my thoughts on this paddle, it would mean a lot if you could hit that subscribe button down below, as it greatly helps the growth of my channel. And lastly, a quick disclaimer is that 6-0 did provide me with these test units, but no review was promised, and all thoughts are my own. And with that out of the way, let's jump into some specs. Just starting things off, the new black opal is definitely a power paddle. This paddle is only offered in a 14mm, but with the foam and core design used by 6-0, they claim it plays more similarly to a 16mm. This paddle at launch is also only available in a hybrid shape. The black opal has a 5.5-inch handle. One of the more exciting things is the surface type of this paddle has a carbon fiber face with diamond tough texture as the top layer. 6-0 is trying to solve that grit degradation, and their answer is to add industrial grade diamond dust to the epoxy in the top layer of the surface. More time will tell on this, but the spin on this paddle is very good. The swing weight of my test unit came in at 113 with a twist weight of 6.3 and a static weight of 8.1 ounces. 6-0 offers a 1-year warranty on the black opal. The retail price of the black opal is $250, and if you want to save some money at checkout, you can use my affiliate link to Pickleball Central down in the description. A big reason I like recommending Pickleball Central is because you can try the paddle for 30 days, and if you don't like it for whatever reason, you can return it back to them for a full refund in-store credit. So this one is a little bit tricky. As some of you may or may not know, 6-0 has made some last-minute tweaks to the black opal. I had been playtesting the original paddle for just over 2 weeks, and in all honesty, I wasn't really the biggest fan. I thought the performance was fine, but I had big issues with the feel of the paddle as well as some inconsistencies across the face. Fast forward to last week, and 6-0 held an event at PPA Worlds, and we were notified that some tweaks had been made on the final production units. The biggest change was made near the neck of the paddle, as there was more flex on earlier units. With this new adjustment from 6-0 on the black opal, the sweet spot and the feel greatly improved. I still wouldn't say that the black opal has the best sweet spot on the market, but I certainly would say it's sufficient when comparing it to the broader paddle market. The sound and feel of this paddle is very unique and can be attributed to the unique core design and the power gel layer that 6-0 has put into this paddle. I say this because it's really hard to draw comparisons to say the black opal feels like fill-in-the-blank paddle. It's a very unique feel and not necessarily in a bad way. However, I will say the black opal may take more of an adjustment period than paddles like the Loco, Quanta, or the new V-Sol. The black opal has a deep thud-like sound with a very plush feel that generates lots of dwell. At the end of the 6-0 event, I was getting crazy power and dip on my drives. Speaking of power, this paddle has plenty of pop and power from the baseline for anyone looking for a foam power paddle. I also wanted to highlight some of the new tech that 6-0 has been working on, the first being the shock shield, which are holes drilled in the handle that have silicone inserts. This was done in an attempt to help minimize paddle vibrations. The other addition is the power gel layer, which sits in between the surface layer and the core. This is a very hands-on process that 6-0 has implemented on their paddles, and it allows for more customization from 6-0 when adjusting the feel of the paddle. The only issue I really had with this paddle when playtesting the new units was that I still experienced some balls that would just rocket when you really connect with the ball. This occasionally got me into trouble on deflections and some wild swings. The black opal seems like it's going to be a slightly polarizing paddle. It's one of the hardest legal hitting paddles on the market, but with that power comes a very unique and distinct feel. It may not end up being for everyone, but I do think the last minute adjustments will lead to this paddle being much more desirable. I would recommend the black opal to anyone who loves experiencing unique paddles with new innovation. I would also recommend this paddle to anyone who likes power paddles with good control on full swings. Who I would not recommend this paddle to is anyone who likes oversized sweet spots or needs added control at the kitchen line. I also would not recommend the black Opal if you are a player who likes to have a variety of shapes to choose from. This might be coming later from 6.0, but at the time of the launch of the black Opal, it is only available in a hybrid. If you plan to pick up a black Opal, I would love to hear why down in the comments. If you've already hit this paddle, I would love to read your thoughts down below. And lastly, if you have any questions for myself, feel free to leave a comment. Other than that, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.